quick video about what I think you need to be learning before you go off into the latest and greatest AI toolkit and learn more about how to use LLMs. Yes, they're super helpful. Yes, I talk about them a bunch on my channel. Yes, I'm using them pretty much daily for myself. However, I think you should learn more about your computer before you learn more about AI. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. I just switched to a Mac about 4 or 5 weeks ago, something like that, and I've been learning more and more how to use this guy right here. You know what this is? This is a terminal. This is a command line. This is where you type stuff in, like shortcuts like this, and it lists out things on your computer. This is what we had before graphical interfaces, which is what you're used to using. And it's very, very useful to automate tasks. And in my case, I'm going to show you one thing that I'm doing in my work week that I do every week. I do this many times. And I've created with AI some programs that live on my computer that help me to just automate stuff at a much faster rate than I was previously able to do, even when I'd set this stuff up to automate itself, sort of, with some help from me on spreadsheets previously. What is all this? What am I talking about? Let me show you what I mean. So if we do this, this is change directory. That's what CD means. No, it's not talking about compact disk, but throw back to the 90s anyway. If we do CD and then we type in a directory, we're going to go into that directory. You can see this is my downloads directory, and here are some files that are in my downloads folder. If I type open and a period, we can pop open the actual thing that you're used to seeing, which is this right here, which is the directory itself. Okay, so here's all of our stuff, and you can see that these files right here are the same as what's listed over here in my Finder. Pretty cool. Basic stuff, but this will help you grasp what's going on here and hopefully, I hope, demystify it a little bit. So let's clear this out. Now, the thing that I did, and I'm just going to show you the program in action and show you what it does, and then talk about how I created it, what I used to create it, why I'm using this program instead of just chatting with Claude Cowork every time I want this automation to run, because that is an option. You can set up an automation in Claude Code. You can set up a schedule. You can set it up in Cowork and Code, whatever, and you can have it run on a recurring basis, and it will do things automatically. However, every time you do anything with any of these LLMs, you're going to be using tokens. And Claude is notorious for costing a lot of money and for people running out of tokens. So what I think more people need to be spending more time doing is learning how a little bit of software works so that they can build custom software like I've created here in order to do little bits and pieces of their work for them and automate those pieces without having to rely on the AI running it every single time. So I've created a program, and it's very simple. It's not complex, but I've created a program and an integration with QuickBooks, which you see back there in the background, that will basically take and clean data and put it into a format that's usable and upload it in the form of invoices or sales receipts or bills, as the case might be. I've got several different projects that I use this for on a weekly basis. So right now I have just downloaded some orders from an online spreadsheet. Basically, I got it into a CSV format, and it's living right here. That first file that you can see right here, this 2026 deal, this is, nope, that's not it. All right, so I've gone over and I've downloaded, because I didn't have it here initially, I've downloaded this file right here. This is the coffee orders that I need every week. We have stores that order from our corporate location, and they order coffee, and I need to get this into a format that is cleaned up and ready to be input as an actual invoice. Well, years ago, this used to be me manually doing this thing line by line in as much detail as I wanted, which was a lot, and it took a long time just to do this simple thing. Well, now I can get the CSV, and I used Claude Cowork. I actually used Claude Code inside of the desktop Claude Cowork app to create some scripts where I can now run this, and watch this. Coffee import. So I've got this saved as a command, an alias as they call it, on my computer, so that anywhere I am in the terminal. I can just type in coffee import and it will run the program that that command is referencing. So I'm not going to get into the weeds of this, but just this is another small little detail that I did a little bit of Googling to figure out that you can do something like this. And it saved me another step. Instead of dragging this CSV file over into the folder where the program actually lived, now I can just reference it right here. When I hit tab, it's showing me all of the different items in the directory where I am. That's these guys right down here. These are all of the items that I can now reference and use to send it into this coffee import program. So I want to use this first one right there. So I'm just going to go 06, and I'm not going to type out the whole thing. If I hit tab again, that's the only one that started with 06. I'm going to hit enter, and now look at this. So this is where the magic stuff is happening. What I created here was a QuickBooks integration, and it did take a lot of work to do this, and I learned how to create a QuickBooks integration. But what's happening, as you can see, is it's getting access tokens, it's refreshing this data, it's fetching the reference data, which I had to give it reference data from our company file so that it knew what to do and where to write stuff to. And then all it's doing to me, or all it's giving me at the bottom down here, it's just asking me, hey, Eamon, what do you want to have this invoice number? And that's what I've prompted it to ask me. It's going to create one that's got a generic name right here with the date unless I enter something else. And so what I'm going to do is just hit enter because I'm going to use that. I'm going to hit enter because I'm going to use that. Enter, 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 enter. And now, after I've confirmed all of the invoices, it's running through and it is uploading these straight to QuickBooks. And this is what we want to see right over here. These little OK marks, that indicates that yes, it has successfully created all 8 invoices with no issues. And it gives me a little reference over here, these QuickBook IDs. That's really, I haven't used those for anything. That's troubleshooting on the back end in case I do run into issues. When I built this, I ran into a ton of issues. Speaking of issues, I had to do a lot of iteration. I had to basically have Claude walk me through how I create the integration with QuickBooks, how I walk through all of the authentication processes, how I create the program itself. Like the program itself was actually the smaller piece of code and the smaller thing that didn't take a ton of time. It took a few iterations back and forth, but just the process of getting this all synced up so it works properly, it was quite a bit of work, I'm not going to lie. But I'm convinced that this is the way that AI is going to help small businesses. It's helping my small business already with stuff like this, save tons of time and errors because this is error-proof now. And if you bring over bad data, it's just going to be as smart as the data is. So you could still have errors in here if the original data is wrong. But all these manual processes of uploading this stuff, that's gone. This is just automated now. And I can go in here and show you where those invoices ended up living. So if I go over here, invoices, and now I have to blur out some of the amounts, but here is everything that we just created right here. All of these invoices now are ready to be bulk sent, and I'm going to do that right now. Bing, 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 bing. So now I can batch actions, send, and we're good to go. So again, I do this multiple times every week, not this particular sequence, but sequences like it where I'm using this program and a couple others that are very similar to it to basically scrape data off of my computer or get data from my computer that I've pulled from elsewhere, clean it up, and put it straight into QuickBooks where I can then either send out reminders for payment or bills or whatever. This saved a ton of time. You could do this without the trouble or without the headache, I guess, of making an actual program. But the problem is this would take tons of tokens if you were to set up this as an automated sequence in Claude Cowork, rather than just go through the nitty-gritty work of creating a program, creating some software for internal use, and then every time I use this now, it's doing the same exact thing. So I don't have any worry about the context scope going too big or anything in a AI project. I can just run this and it works. So I hope that's enlightening to you. Let me know if you have done anything like this, or if you have a use case in your business or your personal life where creating a little piece of software could actually save a bunch of time, but you've been scratching your head about how you do it. I'd be happy to go into more detail on the building process that I went through for this particular application, for this particular piece of software. I'm really convinced that this is the right way forward. It's saved me tons of time, and I've been happy to use AI, particularly for this use case. Hope that's helpful for you. Let me know by clicking like and subscribing to the channel. That really does help support the channel more than you know, and it's at no cost to you. So thank you in advance for that, and hope you have a great one. Bye.